Hello, friends, and welcome to Collecting with Stan. And I'm Stan, your host. And today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. Thought I'd just do a live stream, something on my back deck. I don't think I've ever done a live stream from my back deck. Just trying some different things, going to have a little bit of fun, a little story time, show a couple knives and a new bag I actually got from Temu. Hopefully it's halfway decent. It looks to be decent. Zippers and everything look okay. I guess I'll find out when I start using it. Um, well, starting off with stories, I had a VA appointment this morning, and so I go to the VA, and I'm really hurting because yesterday I had a major project. We got a new king size bed frame and everything, and I had to put it together. And normally that would be nothing putting a king size bed frame together for me, being a mechanic and stuff, and all the stuff I've done, but with this neuropathy in my hands and my hands always hurting and not having feeling, I set the goal of getting the old queen size bed frame out, getting everything out of the bedroom, vacuuming the carpets, cleaning the carpets with the carpet cleaner and everything. I set the goal of having it done before my wife got home from work, because I wanted to surprise her, Well, the FedEx guy, I have signs everywhere that says, please drop deliveries at the front door and everything, because I struggle. It's sad to admit, but like 100-pound package now kicks my butt. Used to be nothing for me. I'd just pick it up, literally no problem. Now with the way my left arm is and left hand, especially, I don't have the strength. Hey, Sean and Tina, how you guys doing? Thanks for joining in. I just don't have the strength. So, I'm waiting for this package to be delivered. I've cleaned I would call them dust bunnies, but I tell you, underneath our queen size bed, oh my gosh, we've had that bed in that same spot now for got to be 20 years, or at least the bed frame, you change mattresses and stuff. And it's one of those adjustable platforms, or it was. And I, I, I moved the bed, right? And I didn't have dust bunnies. I had dust dinosaurs. These T-Rexes, they were chasing my ass. They were like, we're going to get you. And I have really bad allergies. And, man, I was hacking and coughing. Well, I get it ready and I'm waiting for where this, FedEx delivery is. So I finally checked the computer. It says delivered by garage door. And the jerk, how you got your garage door in the center, the sign's on when you pull up and look at it, it's on the left-hand side, which is closest to my sidewalk, that says please deliver. He puts them up against the other side of the garage, and I have two packages that are like over 100 pounds I got to carry in. Well, I get them almost all the way into the house. I just can't do it anymore. My wife gets home. We do it, we tag team it, get it in there. So now I've got this goal that I wasn't able to get it done before she gets home, but I'm going to get this project done. I'm already hurting from my neuropathy and from my neck pain and everything. I live with chronic pain. A good day for me is a pain level of 4. That's my normal happy pain level. So I get it together. Well, I'm going to stop running so much talk on this. We went to bed at 3 a.m. after showering. Well, she got in bed a little bit before me because she had to work, but I finally get in bed at 3 a.m. after showering. Yeah. Then I had an appointment this morning at the VA. So I get to the VA, and as I'm looking around, I realize how lucky we actually all are. Even those of us that have, chronic issues and stuff, to just live in America to where we have decent health care generally, if you're blessed to have family and friends that care about you, shoot, even I don't want to sound negative. It's not meant that way, but even our poorest people live better than people in other countries. Exactly, Tina. We are very blessed. All of us. We might not have everything we want. We might not have everything, but most of us in general have everything we need. Well, now I'm done blathering. I'm going to show a couple new knives that came in. This is from Defender Extreme. I don't remember which one it is, but it's a 522B-BK. So I'm going to believe it's probably a Bud K knife, because that's usually how they their markings. I dropped the silica tablet. Sorry. But take a look, see at this knife. Okay, it's kind of a survival knife looking type thing. I ordered it. I know what I ordered, but I forget sometimes. I got a decent nylon Cordura sheath. I got a itty bitty little pouch here that has this teeny tiny little sharpening stone. It's like a size of a stick of gum from the old Topps baseball cards and stuff. But you know what? It'll work in the field, you know. Oh, exactly, Sean. Exactly. You know, like Sean says here, you know, he wakes up every morning uh, and feel really blessed. Yeah, and I know Sean's dealing with some stuff, you know. Like I said, it's sad to say, but as Americans, we get spoiled, you know. We really do. We get spoiled on it, you know, how blessed we are. Okay, this is a cool looking knife, man. This Defender Extreme, it's built. Look how thick that blade is. That blade's got to be at least 3/16 at least thick. It has the knife number again, 3CR13 steel, crafted in China. See if I can get that to pick it up. Yeah, there we go. Defender Extreme. The handle's got good size too, for bigger hands. Thank you, Tina. It is a nice knife. I wonder if the end actually comes apart. Oh, okay. Yep. See if there's any neighbor's dogs going nuts. Probably hears me out here and he's going, I know you out there. Got a little spring in there to help push out the little kit that comes with it. I'm not going to open up the kit, probably the normal stuff. Got a little compass in there. But yeah, I've just been trying new things. Well, to continue with my story, I woke up this morning. Oh my gosh, I am in so much pain today. All I've done today is I vacuumed up the rest of the carpet from yesterday because it, you know, had such a mess. And but you know, I got my goal done. I set that my goal was to get that bed put together and to sleep in that bed last night, and I did it, even though it was 3 a.m. when I went to bed. So, you know, I did it, but not exactly how I wanted to, you know. Yeah, Sean, that's actually what the kind of reminds me of too, actually. Sean here from Watch City Knives is saying it reminds me of the Harbor Freight has a decent survival knife. Yeah, I have not, I don't own one, but I've seen them there, and that it kind of does look like that a lot, you know. But then again, a lot of those Rambo style knives look like that. But yeah, that's, you know what, I got to get one of those one of these days. Okay, I did open this one. This one here is, it says Nezcol T2 steel Bowie knife. Yeah. Oh, I want to tell you something. I got the funniest description. I ordered up some challenge coins for Marine Corps coins, right? For challenge coins. And I love Chinese interpretation or translation. It says, not intended for small parents, children under 3. You know, I'm like, yeah, if you have small parents, you can't be under 3. I'm sorry. Here's what this knife sheath looks like. Leather. Actually, I think this is real leather. It is a Pakistani knife. You can always tell that because you get that star on the. If I can get it up there, yeah, you get that look there. But it's leather. It's pretty thin leather, but actually it's a decent sheath. Yeah, exactly, Tina. Small parents. So you know, if you got small parents, you can't have children under 3 because you know. Okay, the Buck 119 clone is nice at Harbor Freight too. I've seen that also. I might pick them both up. Wow, check this bad boy out. I like that switching there. That's nuts. Oh my gosh. Check that thing out. That is so cool. Look at this handle over here too. The wood is different colors. Check that out. That is cool. That is a nice, wow. Another 3/16 blade at least. That is a nice knife. Full tang. Got a little lanyard hole. Probably could put some 550 cord through there. Wow. Got some schmutz on it for manufacturing, which they all do when they come from Pakistan. But, you know, that's a nice knife. That's going to be cool. Yeah, it is a beast of a knife. Exactly, Tina. I'm going to have some fun testing this. Yeah, well, like I said, I started talking. I agree, Sean. I agree. For a majority, the Pakistani knives, especially when you take into what you pay for them, they're a great bargain. I mean, both these knives, I know neither of them were over $25 or maybe 30. No, this is my cheap run here. This other one's over 25. So, you know, I didn't spend a lot. I just, you know, Mama Bear gives me a little bit of an allowance. I shouldn't say gives me an allowance because we both have an agreement that of what we spend. And you know, my extra money usually goes towards knives and gear, stuff like that. Like on Thursday, I got a bunch of machetes coming in. And one of the things I ordered are on Amazon, that's a 3-pack of uh, like surplus machetes. And I thought, you know what, you get, or a 5-pack, for a 5-pack for like $20. I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy these. I got to start making my trail before it gets all leafed out and stuff. So I'm going to take my camera out there, set up on a tripod. Hopefully it comes out halfway decent, and I'm going to test them, see how they work. I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, 3 actually. I'll get my trail made, I'll get some exercise, and I'll have some content for YouTube, as long as I don't screw it up too badly. Something just bit the back of my arm, son of a gun. Too early for big bugs, but something got me anyways. Rude thing anyways. Okay, well, now we're down to my bag. I picked up this small, almost looks like a fanny pack type bag, but it's made for over the shoulder, just one side sling thing. But I needed something that I can't really do a backpack real well. I could if I had to, but the straps where they go in, just I'm already in tons of pain up here. It just makes it worse. So I thought I'd order up something like this. And I've been looking at it. It's Molly compatible. I've been looking at it, and it looks to be, and this is a Temu find, it looks to be decent. The snaps like this, you can feel little chints. It might not be hard use stuff, but as far as I'm concerned, having something for me to use is better than nothing. Because especially like when I'm out back with the machete, I get all the way over on my other 3 acres. I'm a good, walking back through it, I'm a good 5-6 minutes away. If I happen to hit myself, I need to have something to bandage it up. So I thought this would be good. I can put my boo-boo kit in here that I already have made, and maybe some other stuff. Ooh, Sean, it sounds just like me here. Just like me here. It's 67 out right now. It's funny you said that, brother. Tina, yeah. Sounds fun, stand with a machete. Oh, goodness. Yeah, you know what, Sean? I have too. I know some people have their horror stories, but most of the stuff I've gotten from Temu has been pretty good. In fact, a little grinder that I used for my knife repair, they sent me one, and it's supposed to have a little buffing wheel, and it didn't come with the buffing wheel. So the first thing I ever got that was like totally messed up. So I sent them, an email and saying, hey, this thing, it doesn't have the buffing wheel. They sent me a whole nother one, and it's like a $45 purchase. So I have 2 of them now, just because it didn't have that. But yeah, you get in the front pocket. It looks like it's got some waterproofing here. Got a couple smaller pockets here and a little bit bigger in there. So that's kind of cool. The main pocket here. Okay, there's the strap. So that's the strap to go over the shoulder. Okay, and that goes through here, through these on here. So yeah, but the main compartment is also got some waterproofing. I don't know how much I trust it. Got a little divider net in there. But yeah, this is just gonna be, like I said, my little get out of the house, go play in the woods, and see what happens. Oh, let's open up one of these side pouches, see if they're both the same. Okay, again, it's got waterproofing in it. Like I said, I wouldn't want to soak it or nothing, but it has a nice little side pocket there. Don't know if I showed that on camera well. Yeah, I think overall, for what I want this for, it's gonna be pretty good. Yeah, this side's the exact same thing on this side. A little yeah, I think this is gonna be pretty good. This will be perfect for me. It puffs out to a decent size. It's not huge. You know what it reminds me of, honestly? If you're from my era, like, where you grew up in the 80s and 90s, fanny pack. It reminds me of a fanny pack, except it goes over your shoulder with one strap. And I just think that one strap will be easier on me. I hope anyways. Plus it won't have as much weight. But yeah, I mean, the zippers, I'm not going to lie, they're a little not great, but I think this bag was, I don't want to be wrong because I kind of cringe when I put it in the cart. I want to say $18. You know what I mean? But if it works for me, $18 is cheap, in the long run. So yeah, that's my little bag for me starting doing some adventures and getting outside, because I got to lose some weight, man. I we got the news, gonna have my grandchild coming. Due dates somewhere like August, September. So I'm gonna be a grandpa. I'm super excited. And while the child is a baby or an infant small, I got to get myself back in shape. So when they get big, I can, well, I was born in 72, Sean, so I'm not super young, but I remember the 70s. But, the part I remember really, really well is the 80s. That was like my thing. So what did Sean say up here? I've been carrying a fanny pack for over 30 years, and the fanny pack I bought from Timu lasted 3 times the amount of time. Yeah, I know. I've been having good things. Oh, thank you, Tina. Yeah, I'm super excited. We got the news, gosh, I want to say a couple, 3 weeks ago. They didn't tell us right away. They wanted to, make sure everything was kosher. I can't blame them, so I'm super excited. And, I want to be the grandpa that can go out and have some fun with them, not like, playing tag. I run 10 feet and I'm like, I mean, can I run all day like a little kid can? No, because I'm not a little kid anymore, but, I want to be able to have fun with them. I want to be able to, play catch, whether it's boy or girl. I want to be able to do little projects, as they get older, let them drive the tractor, let them drive the lawnmower, and, be able to do projects with them and just be able to enjoy life with them. And then, ultimately, hopefully, someday go on vacations with the grandchild and maybe, okay, Sean, so you're 3 years older than me. Okay. Maybe go with our daughter and son-in-law and a grandchild, maybe two, who knows? They might have another, who knows? I don't care. All I care about is any grandchildren we have. I just want to be healthy and safe. And that's all I care about. I was very blessed. I was very healthy. My daughter was very healthy. So I just hope that's the same type of, we all had our boo-boos. Like my daughter slammed her hand in the door one day, broke her middle finger, had to have it set and stitched, she was 16 when that happened. We all have those little boo-boos where you go to the hospital. I broke my left arm when I was a little kid, had the Play-Doh factory I got for Christmas. I was pressing down on it. My mom told me not to stand up in the chair. And of course, me, even back then, at 5, I'm way smarter than my mom. So I fell off, broke my arm, went to the hospital, so it's just, I'm excited. And, I think I finally got the motivation to try and lose some weight. I'm super excited. Looking forward to having a grandchild. Yeah, it's a weird feeling when you're told you're going to be a grandpa, I mean, I guess it's not weird. It happens, but I wasn't expecting it when we got the news, and I was just like, I jumped up, gave my daughter a hug, gave my son-in-law a hug, and, oh, thank you, Tina. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to post too much here on YouTube, I might just post once in a while. Hey, I've dropped 10 pounds. I've dropped 15 pounds. It is hard with, my, physical stuff that I can do, but I can walk, I can do other things. I can, there's a will, there's a way, and that's the other thing. Is this like putting that bed together yesterday? Part of me at like 11 o'clock was just like, I'm done. My wife said she'd sleep in our daughter's old room. There's still a nice bed in there and everything. Daughter hasn't gotten that out yet. Don't know if they ever will. It might just be part of the household and grandchildren sleep when they're over. But there's just something in my head that I was like, I got to get this done. I set the goal, that jarhead kicked in, the Marine kicked in of, I set the goal and I'm taking it, and I did it. What's Sean say here? Yes, Stan, you can buy a cheap little motorbike from Tractor Supply. We bought my granddaughter one. She drives it around, does 25 with almost 400 pounds. Yeah, I know. Yeah, those are cool. We already have a go-kart that my daughter had. I got my daughter. It's a 2-person, and that thing flies. That thing, when I first let the grandchild play on it, I think I'm going to have to govern it down some because, yeah, that thing, my daughter was a terror on that thing. Oh, my God. We asked the neighbors if we could drive in their field, because they got a big field. And they said, yeah, oh, my gosh, you just hear this jet thing just screaming. Oh, I hope so, Tina. I appreciate it. I sure hope so. Once you get going, you'll be no stopping you. Well, I'm already watching like what I eat and stuff and trying to cut back. My biggest problem is I got to change some habits that I've had. I like to eat at night when I'm watching TV, watching the Tigers play baseball, watching, and you don't realize it. And you're sitting there and all of a sudden you've eaten half a bag of chips or you're eating. So there's just some things that are just not going to be in the house anymore, even though I love them. I'm not going to lie. You all know me. I don't blow smoke at people's butts. I just tell it the way it is, you know. And my biggest problem with my weight is me. I got lazy. I used my pain as an excuse. And yeah, maybe I can't lift weights anymore because I can't trust my left hand. I think I told the story where I was at the gym. I dropped a 20-pound dumbbell on my head. That hurt. Yeah, I've seen those little mini bikes. Yeah, 220 cc's motor. Man, you're gonna fly on those things. Oh man, ice cream. Yeah, that's my wife's. That's my wife's. Uh, one too, Tina. It's ice cream. She is this. Oh God, yeah. She she we if we go down the ice cream aisle, it just appears in our car. It jumps out of the freezer and goes in the car. I don't know how it happens. It's kind of like if we go down the chip aisle and I'm with, I've started using where you have people pull your groceries for you. My wife and I still like picking out our own meat and eggs and stuff like that. There's still some things that you don't want others to pick out for you, that you want to do yourself, but like canned goods and stuff like that. And that has helped me a ton because I don't veer from my list. And the other thing is I really don't like shopping because people, I know I'm very personable on here, but when I'm in big crowds, I don't really like it that much. So it's helped me out there, but yeah, no, life is good, and I just, I don't know. It's funny. Like I said, I think, especially here as Americans, we all take it for granted that, we got what we have, and I've been to countries when I was in the Marine Corps where they didn't have crap, and man, you're just in awe of how they survive. Oh, dude, I hear you. I hear you, Sean. I hear you. Sean says he eats while he's sleeping, but I wake up in the morning and don't remember it. Yeah. Yeah, since I have been put on meds for, depression and PTSD, there's sometimes where like I wake up in the morning and I'm thinking I should be starving and I'm full and I'll check the fridge and stuff to make sure nothing's eaten. So far, there's nothing been weird, but oh, that's what I used to do too, Tina. Yeah, Tina says crowds are scary. I go to grocery shopping very early to avoid it. Yeah, I'd either go really early or I'd go super late at night. Like Walmart used to be open 24 hours. Now they're not. I go like at 11 o'clock. They close at midnight, because, yeah, but now I just put my order in. Like I said, I keeps me on track. Oh, man, I hear you, Sean. I didn't even know I dealt with PTSD, until I went to the VA and they diagnosed me there. And I was like, well, what the hell's that? And they're like telling me, and I'm like, no. And they're like, no, that's not normal. What you do is not normal. That's, and I'm like, no, everybody does that. They're like, no, everybody does it. I'm like, what? To me, it's just normal after I got out of the Marine Corps, and but I got to give the VA credit too. A gentleman and I were talking. He is a Vietnam War veteran, and we were talking today, and he said something that hit home really. The VA compared to 20 years ago, and I've been dealing with the VA for almost 30 years now. They are hugely different. Back then, it was horrible. They are hugely different. They do their best to take care of their patients. It's like a regular doctor's office now. You go in, sometimes things go boom, 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 and you're like, hey, that worked perfect. Other times you're going, are they ever going to call me back for this appointment? And then you call and something happened. It got left on somebody's desk. But you know what? I've had that happen at regular doctor's offices. So, you gotta, as long as it doesn't become a pattern, it doesn't bother me. And so far, going to the VA for about a year and 6 months now as my primary caregiver, it's been pretty good. Oh, I hear you that one too, Sean. Sean says another thing I have is thing when I open something up like a bag, say a bag of chips, but I can't stop till it's gone because of my head. I hear my childhood thing. You know what's funny, Sean? You say that I was brought up by parents that were clean your plate, and I always do. It doesn't matter, even if I take a heap and I'm stuffed, I do. And I've gotten to the point where I have to just tell myself, "You're full, stop," and I do. because my parents were old school. If my dad was still alive, he'd be 108 now. My dad, they had me late. My dad had me late in life. He was 56. So I had some very old school opinions, on the stuff. And heck, my mom was 38 or so. I can't remember. My mom, was late in her life too. So it's just guess I'm lucky I'm as normal as I am. Maybe I just figured out what's wrong with me. No, I'm kidding. But no, it's just God, I've been blabbing for 25 minutes. You guys are keeping me going here, Tina and Sean. I appreciate it. But anyways, hopefully somebody finds this interesting. Maybe they can check out this bag on Temu. I'm gonna, I'm not going to abuse it, but I'm going to carry it around, use it, see what happens. The biggest thing, it looks like good. I'd say like 600 denier. I'm going to see when I get into the briars back there if it snags and tears. That's my biggest thing. If it tears, then it is what it is. But even expensive bags, that can happen too. Those two knives I just showed, I'm going to of course do some shorts on them. Probably going to do some testing on them. The weather's finally playing nice. I'm probably gonna, like I said, once I get my trail made, that's my next priority. Get my trail made. It was the work in the basement to get my hobby room set up. That's gonna happen, but I got to get this trail made because once it leafs out, it's hard to see where you're going. I want to be able to make sure I'm going where I think I'm going. Could use my compass, but I don't know. I want to get my trail made because that's my walking trail and everything, and it'll be good to check out the other part of my property, and it'll be good, healthy for me. And then it's going to be get the hobby room situated, and then I'll show you guys the mess I have down there in my comic books. I thought I was doing so good, and I found, yeah, that's all I'll say. Oh, I appreciate you too, Tina, and I'm glad I gave you things to think about. I mean, I feel YouTube should be used for fun, and I also feel it should be used for real life to talk about sometimes things that are uncomfortable, because I'm not gonna lie, it's not fun for me to sit here and tell y'all I have PTSD and clinical depression due to chronic pain, but it's my life. It's what I deal with. I deal with it every day. I hurt every day. But if I quit, honestly, if I quit, I'm probably gonna die. I have to keep moving, and if I help anybody, if I help one person, hey, that's great. What does Sean say here? No, that's not. Yeah, Sean, you're 100% right. PTSD is not only veterans. It's just something that happened that's traumatic in your lifetime, and really traumatic. And it goes down to, as Oz explained, your lizard part of your brain, your primordial part of your brain, and it gets in there, and it's hard. You can't get it out. With therapy and stuff like I've been having, you get to the point where you can manage it, but it never really goes away, and I'm blessed that I have some meds, and I have counseling, and I'm blessed that I got a good counselor. That's awesome. She is wonderful. She's and she's not always how do I want to put it? She's not always that nice, and that's not meant mean. She's many times told me to suck it up. Get out there and just do it. Just do it. Try it. And at the moment, I want to tell her to go to hell. But then I realized she's not doing it to be mean. She's doing it to try and help me. I hear you, Sean. I hoard stuff too, brother. I do. I think that might be something to do with it. Almost everybody I know that deals with something like that has a tendency to hoard stuff. And it's all it can, but I don't consider myself a hoarder because the shows I see on hoarders where they're just literally keeping garbage. I don't have garbage. If I ever needed cash, I could sell knives. I got so many things I could sell, but thank God I'm in a position where I don't have to. Oh gosh, you ain't joking, Tina. We all need a kick in the rear at times, and I know it's rear because you put it there. and you're right, we all do. I ain't gonna lie. There's been times on here where friends like Tina, Sean said something. I can't remember what video it was, and he got me motivated to go do something. I can't even remember what it was. I was, gosh, what was it? I was second thinking about doing something, and Sean said something like, well, just do a short or do this. And I did it. And man, that was fun. And I've been enjoying it. So thanks, we do, sometimes we, as humans, even without like having some type of thing, I think sometimes we second guess ourselves when sometimes the best thing you can just do is just go have some fun. Put a short out there and something. If you don't want to put your face on camera, just do your hand things, do it where you're working on knives, doing whatever. I just do a voiceover, do like a podcast. I think that we all at some level have something to share that is constructive and helpful to others. Um, I just, as I get older, I'm realizing life's short. I turned 52 in less than a month. And I realize even if I'm blessed to live as long as my dad did, to 98, I have less years ahead of me than are behind me. So, and that's at one point in our life, we all have to realize that, Oh, I hear you, Sean. See, now I'm the exact opposite on that, Sean. He deals with a bunch of things and has a bunch of, I have a bunch of meds too. And he'll have days where he won't get out of bed for 48 hours. I'm the guy that I can't shut my mind down. And like, even on the new med they put me on, it's supposed to help with sleep and PTSD. I still probably every other week, it's better than it was. Cause I mean, I was dealing with this like, at least twice a week, I can't go to sleep. I just stay up. And when you've been up for 48 hours ain't bad. 72 hours ain't bad. But when you've been up 96 hours, it's bad on you physically, emotionally, and you become an a-hole. At least I do. I mean, my wife's, it's not fair to her. So I talked to my psychiatrist and he put me on this med and it's definitely helped me for my sleep. Like I said, I only have maybe one night every 2 or 3 weeks now. And they're like, well, do you want to increase? I'm like, no, I'm happy. I function. Everything's working good. It's just, I can handle one night, like I said, every 2 or 3 weeks versus 96 hours straight being up. Cause that just sucks, and the worst part is at night when my wife's sleeping, what can I do? I'm not going to be banging around. She's got to go to work. So I sit there and I watch TV and then guess what I do? I eat crap that I don't need to eat. Oh, definitely will, Tina. Thank you so much. I'll definitely tell her hi and congrats. Yeah, I'm so excited. Going to have a grandbaby. Don't know yet. They haven't had the gender reveal thing yet. I'm excited. My wife's always like, I bet it's it. I bet. I'm like, she's like, what do you think? I'm like, I just hope it's healthy. I don't care if it's a boy or a girl. I'm going to love him either way, She's like, well, is there any certain one you want? I'm like, nope. I'll be happy either way. As long as they're healthy, I'll be that proud grandpa and, have fun with them. Well, shoot, I've been going for 33 minutes. My gosh, I could blab all day. I've done it before too. You've all witnessed. Well, at least Tina's witnessed it in some of my old videos. Sean's you're new to my friendship here, buddy. Tina's been with me for years. I don't know. She keeps coming back. She's got to be nuts. I tell you, gotta be. But hey, I thank you all so much for putting up with me. I love you all. You guys are great. Thanks for just letting me get some stuff off my chest, show a couple cool knives and a bag. Oh, thanks, Jason. Thank you, man. I get 4 hours of sleep. And that's hard too, man. Getting not enough sleep. Eventually it catches up with you. I don't care who you are. I used to be that guy. I could go work on 4 hours, especially when I was in the Marine Corps. 4 hours. Then all of a sudden I'd just crash. But hey, I'm going to go do something. Try to do something constructive. That hurt just clapping my hands. That's how bad it is. I'm going to go do something constructive, whatever I can. I can't really do anything too physical today because I'm hurting like hell. But, there's always something I can do. I'm going to go do it. You guys take care. Thank you all so much. I appreciate the friendship. You have no idea how much all these friendships mean. Subscribers, I don't necessarily consider you subscribers. I consider you all friends. Like I said, that's how I always open my videos. Even when it was my old Stan's Collectors Universe name, it's hello friends because you're friends. With that being said, live long, prosper, and collect your own way.